Hello and welcome to Gemma's Window. If you have followed the calculations in the box below and concluded you're a power year number 9, then you are at the right place. Hiya, nines. Nines, you do not have to calculate your power year number again for 2020. You are a 9 all year. Every month your numbers change, and that's where I come in. You're in the month of 1 for October 2020. So as I'm shuffling our cards to look at business for you, let me just refresh your memory about these numbers. 9 is the end of the cycle. It's the last number in the cycle of numerology. Oh my God, you know what I mean. And so we could be concluding something. It can be concluding something that you want concluded. It can be the ending of something that you hadn't maybe thought was going to end. And the month of October is the month of new beginnings. So though you might be finding out where something's ending, the month of October is where you are looking for something new or you receive something new. So with that in mind, let's take a look for those of you who are working. Let's look at you. And I do want to tell you, nines, that anything I say in this reading is for you. Even if I say it's business and it sounds more like romance. These words are all for you. They're meant to get to you in some way, shape, or form, okay? So I divide it up to be more specific and to try to make it more interesting. And I'll continue to do that. We're gonna concentrate right now on those of you who are working. But what's said is said there. It's all for you. So we're looking at it looks like there's an interloper or a problem that enters the workplace for you, because it looks to me like you've actually been doing a very good job and you're very self-motivated, and I think that you may even be at the far end of the top area of where you can be, where you're working, or you've exhausted the job that you have and you might be getting a little antsy, or looking for a retirement, or looking for wrapping it up. And then this issue comes along and this wrench is thrown into your world where you thought that you had something all set up. You thought you were doing great. You thought you had a good boss, or you had a good team that you were working with. Or maybe it's just a new idea or concept that comes to the workplace where it's like, oh my gosh, it was always Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and now they want you to take one weekend day in addition. You know, something like that. A wrench is thrown into the work. So there is support. You're not alone. It shows that there's other people who support you, either at work or around you. They completely see your point. They completely agree with you, and they're giving you advice, or maybe you're all giving each other advice. And they are really legitimate, and they are really on your side. Now, you're in the month of conclusions. I'm not getting a conclusion, unless the conclusion is that you need a petition signed. Well, you're going to have the people. Where the conclusion is that people are going to stick up for you and solve your problem, and that's all it takes, then you have a conclusion. But there may not be a conclusion this month for everybody. You might have to wait until November or even December, because you're going into months 1 and 2, new beginnings, and then working with others in teamwork. So it might be a month or two before this settles out, smooths out, and you get a clear-cut answer. That said, I'm going to leave that there because that's really what we have going on there. I don't want to confuse it anymore. Okay, nines, let's take a look at those of you who are looking for a job, or maybe you're working and you put out the feelers for something new. Okay, this is talking about having patience. Wow, this is nice. Okay. Now, this may apply to all of you, but for those of you, I'm still going to be specific. For those of you who are looking for work, or maybe you're putting the feelers out for something else, you're doing a fantastic job, or your timing is just right, or you finally talked to the right person, and there's also relocation with this. So if you wanted a different office, or you wanted a different town, or you wanted a different territory, you're having patience and you're waiting, and you may have reached out to someone from your past or someone who's helped you in the past, and you're on the verge of totally recreating another segment of your life, or a problem at hand, or getting that new job. Totally. You have two cards here that indicate, number one, the beginning and the creation of a new job, or a new title, or like I say, that new whatever you wanted. You are at the beginning of creating that. You're just at the perfect timing for yourself. In October, no matter what month you are in, I'd be saying this, but you're in the month of new beginnings. So you have the universe, it's like a wind behind your back, pushing you to succeed, pushing you to get to where you want to go. That's awesome, nines. That's fantastic. Let's take a look at our nines who are in a relationship, and you're wondering what to expect this month, in this month of endings. Let's see what's going on for our nines in a relationship. Well, that's a beautiful card. Okay, nines. I have this beautiful card in the middle, which is the perfect partnership card, right? I mean, but the card that comes before it is the Devil card. So, but here's the deal. The Devil card is representing what's going to be in your past, if not in your past. And the Devil card in my deck means separation or breakup. So if you've had a separation or you've had a breakup, it definitely looks to me as though you will be reuniting. And what's coming into being here is the Wheel of Fortune card. So it may evolve. Getting back together may evolve in a very odd, fortuitous way. So even if you didn't break up with someone and you're just not speaking, or you're having a rough patch, or you had a big fight, something like that, something like, I'm not literally, but sometimes when I do get these ideas, they are correct. Say a flood happens in the basement and you have to work together over this trauma, and suddenly you're talking and you're liking them again, and they're liking you again, and as you're bailing out the water, and this random event that's happened in your life was meant to happen to bring you closer together again. So that's very interesting. You're a new beginning. Let's say you're trying to have a family and it's caused so much friction, and then boom, something comes through, and the month of pregnancy would actually be the month of 2, which would be next month, November. So random events fall into place, and here you think it's never going to happen, and there it does. Let's take a look, nines, at those of you who are looking for love or are hoping for a reconciliation of some kind, which I think we just covered. Wow. Oh my God. I should take a picture of this. Really? Jeez. So the best card in the deck, my deck, is the Sun, and that's where you are. The universe is with you. They want you to find the right person for you. So you're in this month of 1 of new beginnings. Next month is a month of being a couple, and then it goes from there. But you're coming from a beautiful place of victory, and that's a 6 card. So it's like, I mean, you're hitting the bonanza. You are meant to be hitting the bonanza of love. And the card that you're going into is my very, very, very best serious relationship card, where you are getting serious with someone. You are staying serious with someone. You are committing to someone. It's all here. So I wish I knew those of you who are, this is total. I mean, I hope it's directed to each and every one of you. But I'd love to hear some of your situations where this is going to pan out for you, where it's just love, 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 love. Oh my God, October of 2020 is your blooming year for love. And that's really across the board, nines. Wow. Oh my gosh. I would be so happy to give that news to a client. So happy indeed. Okay, nines, let's take a look. Any question that you have, nines, go ahead and ask. We're going to ask about what's the best that we can expect. What's the best outcome that we can expect for you in October of 2020. Any question, you can ask about love again. You can ask about a relationship, any relationship, your mom. You can ask about health, finance. You'll just tweak my words, but not the outcome or the answer. Here we go, la la la, here we go. Okay, so this is about asking for help, nines. It's about asking for help, asking the right people, and trying to listen, really listen, and get advice. Because I feel like you're not delegating properly, or you're not opening your ears properly to things, and there are others who know maybe a little better than you in this situation about how to guide you and get you through this conundrum or issue that you have, or perhaps you've already gotten advice that you have ignored. And you need it. You need the advice. You have 2 7 cards here, and 7 is about, I'm just thinking this through, nines. 7 is about stepping back and thinking before you approach something. Yes, but this is an action card that I have, this 7 of Wands, and you're in an action month, this month of new beginnings. So I feel like this all may happen back to back, that you may indeed already be taking time trying to get to the bottom of a problem, or it all happens boom, 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 and you're meant to get the best advice, but you gotta do something about it this month. And I feel like, and I'm not just saying this, I'm feeling like if you finally give in, that you're not the knower of all things, or you can't do everything yourself, and you have to get the proper care or advice, I think you're going to have a very nice outcome. You have problems ahead, but they're smaller problems. It's like, all right, I got to put out this fire, then I got to put out this fire. But at least there's going to be movement in the direction that you want. Thank you, nines. Thanks for joining Jemma's Window. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you'd like a private reading or to get a hold of me, please jump onto my website at gemmaswindow@gmail.com. Thanks so much, nines. See you next time.